Dr. Oofy?
they've got Garfield down their corner. They've got, you know, half the country over there. Apparently, Aura.
Yeah. That's your personal favorite?
I honestly, when they zoom in, I start finding like new things. Like every time you look at it, you'll discover something new. It's kind of like a Where's Waldo situation.
Well, Waldo nowhere to be found, but we do have 6 players that are about to take the pitch. This GK team, Joyo, Oli, Archie, had a lot of great plays yesterday. Joyo especially I was impressed with, but all 3 of them had some great moments in that Falcon series. For FURIA, I feel like I've been harping on this all week, but I gotta see that old FURIA, that FURIA that's faster than anybody else on the pitch. Where's the Yan that takes over the lobby? Lost has been the best player on this team for a little bit now, and FURIA get a free goal. Drafinho gets credit.
I was gonna say, forget the other 2. Drafinho said, I'll step up first. Just a really good beat overall, and it just a 50 back straight on target, and FURIA, that's exactly what you want. Opening lead in their favor. Like you said, everybody's kind of been, you know, curious where this FURIA team went. This was a squad that at one point in time was always in that top 3, top 4 conversation, and they've kind of gotten away from themselves recently.
Well, that was the quickest goal scored at the tournament so far. 6 seconds. So FURIA have that going for them right now. GK don't really care about scoring the quickest goals. They care about having more than you at the end of 5 minutes. FURIA, like you said, you know, usually in that top 4 conversation before the Raleigh Major, pretty much everybody was still having them in their top 4 in those power rankings at that number 4 spot specifically. But after their disappointing performance, now you're kind of like, well, what have you done for me lately? And the answer is not a whole lot. Whereas GK are kind of playing with house money, where they don't have that same type of expectation. They've shown what their potential is, and you know that they can make that type of run. We've seen it in regionals. Heck, we even saw it yesterday. Right now, still trying to find their footing here.
Absolutely agreed. And now we're going to see if we can get it again in this particular series. GK, like most have seen, have had a great one, but FURIA is trying to have a better on the day. Joyo, really, like you said, a lot of eyes were on him yesterday. He had a very stellar performance. I felt like we could have gotten a little bit more from Oli, but for now, back and forth shots. Yan take one for himself. Another attempt here from Drafinho. He got opener.
Good ideas from FURIA. They were able to get, or Lost was able to get the bump play, get the boost steal. They could hold on to the ball, but GK smothered them quickly to take over the midfield. Give a little bit of ground to try to protect it off the wall. But FURIA are dictating pace of play right now. Lost up next. High on the board, forcing Joyo to stretch.
This midline is going to be a huge center for control for these 2 teams. Also that backboard included. Follow up from Yan, sent off. FURIA is trying to keep this, again, in their possession. A lot of their transitions haven't been the cleanest so far. It's a handoff over to Yan. Oli completely bumps him off, but Lost just lurking back, waiting for the shot. Goes straight into the nose of his car. Another shot on target. Lost makes that quick cut. Perfect rotation, and FURIA almost gets out, but gets sent back home.
Yeah, they're starting to get pushed in the orange half. Halfway through game number 1. Archie had a lot of space to work with. Dunks on the reset, and it's a goal. No, he got the save. I thought it was going in, but the shot was just a little slow, and Lost keeps FURIA's lead intact.
I do gotta say, I gotta commend Joyo on how tightly he was lurking on that, but FURIA's trying to do the same there. No tight lurkers on it, but very quick follow-ups. Has kept this in their control for now. Lost. Pop this one up to the sky. Archie, great read. Oli just a little bit slow to this one. Means possession goes back to FURIA. He spots Lost. He goes for the bump. It's off the backboard. Drafinho next in rotation. Power to the ceiling, down to himself. Joyo to intercept.
Yeah, not the touch Drafinho wanted. He wanted something he could control, but that ball popped too high up. Able to get the reset. Unable to control the ball. GK, they've been able to retain their deficit. Unable to add to tie up this game, though. Joyo diving to keep midfield possession. Quick pass, but too far away, and Drafinho ready to cut it out. GK trying to keep possession off the ceiling. Archie keeps it going, has another touch, but not quite a bump, more so skirted the car on the way out. GK still got possession, though. It's not quite over. He skirts around 1. Yan able to get that first touch. Trevino's coming back because Archie was boosted in for a shot.
I gotta hand this to FURIA too. They've played this ball out into the corner quite a handful of times and still managed to walk away with possession more often than not. 1 minute left of regulation here. FURIA still holds on to their opening goal lead. It's 2 in net. Keep this one out. Geekay inching forward. Flick over one. Joyo denies the second and going for another one off the side wall, but Geekay has managed to prevail for now.
40 seconds. I haven't seen too many 1-0 FURIA scorelines in my time casting Rocket League or casting FURIA. They're holding on to the 1-goal lead for as long as they can. Oli tries to set this up. Would love to send this to at least in overtime. We have a demo on the back end, but lost with no boost, gets the 50. And a deep ball again. GK starting to feel the desperation in game number 1. It's a free ball downfield for GK. They get another chance, and you get bumped. FURIA get to the challenge. Off to the side. GK go up the wall. Joyo, every single ball is met from a 50-50. Quick pass! Denied at the goal line twice! FURIA need to get this ball on the ground. They'll do it through the air, downfield, bumps it out of the way. FURIA survive game 1.
The ego play at the end too to continue the field-to-field pass. Actually disgusting. GK almost got into it and got away from them. Not even to their own fault. It was just very solid defense from FURIA in a high-pressure situation.
I definitely want to see that last attempt for sure, because the highlights, probably not going to see too many of them. That was the only goal that went in. FURIA had no offense otherwise. Caught it on the GK car. And then here, halfway through the game, you saw Archie. This was the one quality attempt that Joyo just could not get in, not powerful enough. And Archie did such a great job setting this one up. And after that, I don't believe there was another quality opportunity until the end of the game right here. Great pass, he hit it right into Trevino. You have the right side of the net. You've got the top, like you said, you set up the pass, you did all the work to generate that opportunity. The only thing you had to do was get the last half of the work done, have the shot be in an unsavable position. GK couldn't do it. FURIA hang on to that lead.
Man, if GK are, I will say, playing incredibly. There's been a couple of times that I get a little worried for them. I'm sure, you know, they don't feel as bad about this, but when I see Archie make those quick cuts and turn in, it does open that back third a little bit too much for my level of comfort for this team, but I'm sure maybe they feel a little bit better about making a decision like that. We're going to see if they decide to change that here, though. In this game, too, they got to try and answer to a loss. They're already doing better than they did in game 1, though.
Well, I wonder how many of these came in the final minute, but there were 11 demos in that last game. On both sides. They started racking up in that final minute. I think most of those were from GK. Yan, 3 sets over 1. Lost. Low pop. FURIA to control this out of the corner. For everything we were saying about how FURIA were hanging on defense, they did not have much on offense. I think GK had more quality opportunities than they did.
I actually think so, too. I feel like the shots that we were getting out of them felt a little bit more methodical. And we're going to see if they can get that from them. Again, FURIA was more like an opportunity arise in front of them, and they just full sent Joyo off the ceiling, reset, very powerful to that backboard. It does get dead ball. Archie tried to make the center on it. Oli already committed. He's going to try and waterfall it down, but FURIA's defense plays the patient game and transitions out.
They needed that clear because they lost both their corner boosts. They were able to get a midfield boost, get some small pads, but that was going to be a dangerous opportunity. Lost, gets around one GK defender, can't dunk the second, but a chance for more pressure for FURIA. GK double commit, but a huge clear.
Yeah, that double commit is really scary too. Sometimes GK have these moments of, you know, they play a little so fast that they almost get ahead of themselves. And it's not even a communication issue, it's just everybody wants to be the one to go fast.
Oh,
that's a wide one gone.
That was an opportunity, but the pass was so fast to lost. Your timing has to be immaculate. You can see the crowd. The Brazil contingent out for FURIA. It's been a tight one, but definitely better form for FURIA than yesterday against Ultimate. I think you still have some questions about their offensive efficiency. GK are certainly threatening them. In this game so far, GK's offense has not been as much of a threat. FURIA drop down pass, and that would have been insane. Nice try though, Yan. Yan going across, can't open up a gate for loss. Trofino has to play defense. Gets the 50, but that plays. Saw Oli getting harassed on the back line, almost got bumped, but gets the touch.
Yeah, very slight touch or bump on him, kept him off that one. You already see Lost was trying to, set himself up, lurk for a potential center on this. Right now, FURIA's game plan, just be a menace. You got over 2 minutes left, completely scoreless. Pass over to Yan. Can he redirect it? No, he dead balls it down. Joyo reads the play. And Lost is trying to keep it going. He has to hand it off to Joyo. It's low resources all the way around for GK. No more than 100 across the board. And they're still doing the pressure shots forward.
Yeah, when FURIA got their corner boost, there was a midfield grab. And everyone on GK is able to get back. Now they finally get some more boost, but now they're getting demoed. Trofino dropping it. Yan came down. But FURIA are trying to give GK multiple looks. Threaten the flip reset, go for the pass instead. Try to keep GK guessing on who's actually going for the ball. A minute 30 left, nobody finding a goal. FURIA have had the better of it so far, but nothing to show for it. A demo to give some space. Another demo, more space. Can this be on target for Yan? He pops this up. Yan's got 2 to beat and he gets bumped.
This has been such a back and forth game. Again, this is one of those ones where you're kind of just sitting and waiting to see who grabs possession of this ball at any given moment. Game number 1, FURIA barely taking the lead with 56% possession all throughout that first game. Didn't even quite feel like that much more than GK at any given moment. This one feeling a little bit more hopeful, although it does get away from them. Yan has to keep touch on this ball. Joyo takes it off. Another attempt.
Such a good job managing that entire possession. Ball gets down, he manages his 50 perfectly. Had to fight all 2 GK attackers and timed both of those to get this clear out. But FURIA still got stuffed at the midfield line. Trofino, it's a high pop. GK will wait. Trofino, no boost, looking for loss downfield. Again, connects, but there's no angle to shoot. Yan forced to dump out to the corner. Not sure that's the touch he was looking for. Now FURIA forced to hurry up. A dangerous opportunity. They get stranded on the wall. Off the post, it bounces away.
Right now, FURIA are defending on the lowest boost we've seen, at least in this game at any given moment, but they are still managing to make those saves. Archie to the ceiling, 75 to work with here. Has to leave it for Oli. FURIA's trying to kill this ball, but Oli's keeping it in play. Can he make the center? Yes!
0 seconds, GK find a way through. A huge touch off the corner and finds the seam, rolling the ball against the back wall. No chance for FURIA to save that one, and it all started 40 touches ago. The ball gets dumped back into the corner by Yan on a missed touch. They lose their corner boost, and Trofino has to dive back, use all of his boost. There's no boost for him to recover. Loss has to go across it. The ball hits off the post. Everyone on FURIA is panicking. GK never let go of the ball, and at that point, it was just rinse, repeat, send this across. FURIA are boostless. They have no momentum. All you got to do is put this in a space where I can put it in, and Archie found it. GK are in the series.
I'm fairly sure this is a fault that GK have spotted very quickly after game 1. Or not necessarily a fault, but something that they've caused. They are forcing FURIA on the lowest boost I've ever seen them have to play on. In particular, Yan in that first game had less than 25 boost in the tank for 56% of that game 1. Now in this second game, I sat there and I counted on my fingers on that last 30 seconds. For 11 seconds, he was on 0 boost, making some of those saves on the back line there. And that, you could just feel, I can't even fathom the level of stress to not have the time to gather even like a pad.
Well, I mean, for most of that game, they were dominating in the boost. Like, FURIA had used 500 more boost than GK in game 2. And for most of that game, they were the ones putting offensive pressure on. And then it wasn't until that Yan missed touch where they just completely lost the tone of the game. GK took advantage of that, threw some discord in it. So we got a ball game, Hercules. GK trying to get advantage early in game number 3, put it on the left side, but no shot.
See what they can work with here. Yan completely demoed off the play just for the back pass to GK. Oli already up, almost passed it in. I was curious if he was going to make the win on that race there. It looked like he almost had gotten beaten out, but nope. Oli is just faster.
That was just a great pass from Joyo. Like, you forced Trevino, he's got to jump up and get that read, but that pass was so fast off the ceiling. A great connection, as you're saying. GK, what a way to respond. After FURIA were putting all that pressure on you in game number 2. You take that game, and now you set the tone in game number 3.
Powerful redirect to that backboard there. No follow-up to be seen. FURIA, they've got the entire, or what feels like the entire stadium in their favor, but GK, momentum on the field is all theirs.
No touch for Trevino. Oli still controlling, a cheeky double commit from Archie. Might give an outlet here for FURIA. Trevino, pass deep, connects. 50 keeps things safe for now, if not a little awkward for GK. But not only did FURIA not steal the corner boost, GK pick it up. Trevino has to dive around the corner. This helps GK manage things nicely. It was Archie who picked that up and trying a pogo.
Okay.
I see you, Archie.
We see you.
Just Archie.
I was going to say, it's definitely like a just Archie thing to be trying to do something like that right now.
Clear back downfield. Yan gets his own boost. Memo as well. Yan still dribbling this through, trying to get some help as well. Trevino coming through. Maybe someone to turn and burn on this ball, but GK are able to cool the flame real quick. FURIA, again, going back to this effort they had in game number 2, where they wanted to be faster than GK, and they were. Trying to keep going supersonic as much as they can, but sometimes it's not about speed, it's about quickness. Yan trying to get quick here. Air dribble 50. Can FURIA get something set up here in the blue half? No, immediately gets shuffled right back to the midfield.
It's so interesting seeing how weirdly almost disconnected FURIA is. They haven't been able to find each other nearly at all in this game number 3. Oli over 1. Now he's got a 1v1 on the Lost. Lost manages to put this one out into the corner. It goes all the way back. Joyo straight into the nose of his car. Takes it to the ceiling. This one taken away again. One of the better moments to transition FURIA out. If they can beat Archie, they do. It 50s on target, and that truly was the closest we've seen them get in quite some time.
There's just no way for them to work those passes out of the corner. That's where the ball keeps getting killed. And GK are all over this, right into a FURIA player. It's Yan, credited for the save. Did they just catch them out? No, Joyo has the boost ball. Not sure he needed it to make that save. Still FURIA find a way to hold on to the ball. And Yan slows down the counterattack, gives Lost a chance, avoids everybody. Lost, makes some moves, but can't quite dance his way to the goal line.
Oli really is stepping up in this one defensively. He is a beast. He's a wall. Another big clear. Does GK follow through on it? Trevino gets that big boost pad in the corner. Hopefully gives FURIA something to work with here, but they continue to lose possession over and over. It's a free shot for Oli.
What?
Joel somehow Lost managed to make an angle on it and keep it out.
You know, you don't get free handouts at Rocket League. That's as closest that you're going to get to one. And credit to FURIA for hustling back and getting the save, but that shot is any faster. They're not getting it.
No.
This could be a 2-0 lead. Instead, FURIA have a chance to redeem themselves, and Trevino tried to get tricky with it. It doesn't work out. GK get in front of every ball. Another pop here for Joyo. Sizes up the 50. It's FURIA now in the position where they have to find a way just to score 1 goal. But it's proving to be the most difficult task. Joyo keeps possession. Oli around 1 defender. Trevino coming in quick. He's nowhere to be found, and GK doing everything they can to make sure that there's always a blue car on the ball.
Yep, there's always somebody either on the car or ready, quick to follow through. You see Archie circling behind Joyo even, all 3 in a perfect lap. 22 seconds on the clock here, FURIA. This one's getting away from you if you can't find something soon. 1 goal lead still being held on to. Oli wants to turn it into 2 if possible. Here comes Joyo to make the stop. He does. 8 seconds on the clock. Trevino, 1 last effort if he can. It's past 1. It's a shot backboard. Oh, fake down. Can FURIA keep it up?
You gotta shoot that. You have to shoot that. 100% of the time, that needs to be a double tap. I'm going to go as far to say that he just missed.
I think so too. I think it got ahead of him at that point.
Either he missed or it was a miscommunication because Rafinha was so far back. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Herc.
No. I'm making this hand signal like, please run that replay back. I want to see it so bad because I'm in the same boat. I already had started making the call as if it was going to be a double because I too was like, there's no way you don't double off that. You had the time, you had the space to take the shot. What happened?
I do want to see that one more time, but it did look like an intentional fake. It looked like he let his card go, thinking, I'm going to fake the double so we guarantee the goal. But it looked like there was a lot of net available to shoot at on that double tap. The FURIA, that's a tough one. GK created a great opportunity here off of a great pass from Joyo, and they never let that lead go afterwards. That was a great play. And hitting the left side of the net as well. But FURIA, the offense kind of withered again. They didn't have that kind of pressure. The ball kept getting killed into the corner, and here it is. Yan lets it drop, and it's lost there. Lost, comes back, not Trofino, excuse me. So Lost tried to get the call, so a miscommunication. Lost wasn't ready to take that fake, and he ends up mistouching it. FURIA end up losing the game. So now this is it. Tournament life for FURIA. Otherwise, their key's getting crushed.
Right now, GK have only gotten better with time. Same can't be said for FURIA, but this could be the start of it. They tried to force through. No success, though. Instead, a very familiar GK clear. And Joyo from the backboard leaves it down. Archie committed to it. Goalie's net.
Wow!
And GK do what they do best. They find that opening lead.
A hard clear out. Everyone's still recovering on FURIA, and that shot's just ridiculous. Great bump from Archie as well to make sure nobody can get there. And I don't want to curse it, Hercules. I don't want to curse Shogun at home. But we are set up for a full binary series. 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. Scoreline stays the same. We will have the binary scoreline that Shogun has long desired in Rocket. Will we get it? Well, we'll see.
There's only one way to find out. I mean, as of right now, GK defensively are making it look that that's a real possibility. FURIA, no true threatening shots have come out quite yet. Another miss from Yan means another clear from Archie. No boost, though. He still manages to get a touch off Trofino's car and allow GK into their half.
Remember, for FURIA, the organization here at Esports World Cup, they are in that club champion race. If they lose here, they lose out on any chance on getting any more of those prize winnings. FURIA, the club, try to find a way to stay in this series and maybe go have a rematch with the Ultimates. It looks like right now GK are the ones in that driver's seat. FURIA got to show us something just haven't seen quite yet in the series.
They absolutely are the driver's seat. As time has gone on throughout the series, GK is closing that tiny gap between them and FURIA. Game number 3 was the first time throughout the series they've held higher levels of possession than FURIA did on top of that ball there. So that's not a good sign for FURIA headed into this game number 4. 3 minutes on the clock, still that 1-goal lead stands. And GK, even with the demos on the back end, it's not enough to hold them out.
I'm pretty sure the only goal that FURIA has scored so far this series is the one that skipped off of a GK car at the very start of game 1. Since then, they've been completely shut out. And that's not something you're used to saying about a FURIA team that's known for its offense. Yan thought might have had something there, but GK easily thwart the attack and force him back to the orange.
That was a tiny glimpse of the end that we thought we were going to be getting into this one, but the nasty redirect, another leave, and another shot. Full team effort from GK breaks the binary ties.
No binary tie, no binary series for Shogun. I'm convinced the world is out to get him.
It is.
Well, 2-0 for GK. While the binary series is dead, one thing is also true is that it's almost been the entire series of Rocket League since FURIA has scored. Archie not going to get there. FURIA are going to have to pull some magic out of the hat. Looking through, no goal just yet. Tried to find a pass. That wasn't going to work.
even in those moments, FURIA still don't find a way to prevail. 2 minutes left to find 2 goals. That's just to tie the series up. You can see frustration. Joyo's just being annoying. And here comes Yan. He was looking a little bit better on a couple of these attempts. This one, not so much.
And even switching to the Octane this game, just a personification of the frustration that they feel. FURIA diving in, they're hitting GK cars, but they need to be hitting the ball. Now a one-on-one, hard flick from Joyo, off the bar and out. A third goal would surely put the series to rest.
Actually disgusting, monstrous flick on there. Archie's up next. He sent it to a wide open net. Unfortunately for him, it was a little bit wide on there, so it was time to make the save, but you're up 2-0 right now. Only no bump on Jorfinho. They just make an awkward clear out. The 3-man pass still isn't enough. They center on in. It can't go. FURIA, it is just, it feels like there is no way to get past GK.
But FURIA got no more V-Bucks. They can't buy a goal. And a minute left. They're gonna need to whip out Daddy's credit card. Otherwise, they are gone. A demo. Surely this one's it. Paycheck. No! GK aren't letting them have any fun.
They're not giving them anything. You want the phrase, nothing is given, all is earned, or however it is, but in some sentiment, GK is proving it to be true. They came into this one statistically a little bit under FURIA, but as time is going on, they just continue to push them further and further down the stat board.
This is the last try for FURIA. They have stayed in the blue half, but every shot denied. Every carry taken away. Another bump. Jorfinho's got 8 boost. What is he gonna do with that? Here comes another goal, but Archie just missed the touch, and FURIA need a miracle. They need something on this touch. They need time on the clock. They need everything. The kitchen sink, but no. They get the dirt hut, and they get their key crushed. GK move on to play the ultimates in the lower bracket.
Welcome to another round. I mean, just an incredible performance. This is one of those teams that really have fought tooth and nail throughout the entire year, the entire season. They have these moments where they have to do these climb backs and these comebacks, and you think, you know, somebody like FURIA should be the ones to maybe stop them. No, they sit them down. They prove everyone wrong.